Hey everyone, it's Alex here from Ninja Teacher, and I've been back in Saigon now for a few weeks, getting settled back in and back into work routine after being on that awesome road trip. If you didn't watch the videos, go check that out. I picked up these Apple AirPods recently, and I don't know how I've lived without them and Spotify. Up until this point in my life, I've been on Spotify for a few months now. I guess it's because I'm South African and we're behind on all these things, but I had Apple Music before, and then I got Spotify a few months ago, and it just recommends such good music. So I have these things in my ears like all the time right now. Now that we're back into the swing of things at Ninja Teacher, I'm gonna try to keep a running vlog of what's going on behind the scenes of us running Ninja Teacher. If you don't know, we're a teach abroad company that helps people get started teaching in Vietnam and other countries, and I'll show you more behind the scenes stuff, just showing you daily life out here, about the food, things to do. I've actually got this camera here, which is the Sony RX100 Mark V that my video editor too lent me just to try out. So what's really nice about this is it's small and compact. Hopefully it's good quality too, and I can just put it in my pocket, carry it around with me wherever I go. So you can get amazing shots like this of the city, and I'll just be basically showing you what life is like in these vlogs. So enough talking, let's get into the day-to-day life here in Vietnam. So I'm here now with Angie from the Ninja Teacher team, and we've just been getting some work done this morning, went for a little meeting. But how are you doing today, Angie?
Hello, doing good. Very busy this week, working on lots of projects, so can't wait to tell you guys all about what we've been working on. Lots of fun stuff in the works. So.
And right now we're having a little Ninja Teacher meetup. We're having some students, and I don't know if there'll be actually any students, more like past teachers of ours here at this Buncha restaurant. So we're gonna go in now and get some lunch. Ah, there we go. Perfect.
We have probably maybe these
10 people, maybe? Yeah. So this here is one of my favorite restaurants. It's a Buncha restaurant in Phu Nhung district. It's just a nice spot to come and get some good Buncha. Yeah, let's go over there and say hi to everyone. So we have a little back room here, and this is the spot we've got. So there's everyone. How you guys doing? Good. How's Buncha Friday going? Should we make it a thing? Yeah. So, Miranda is back in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm nice and hot and sweaty, getting used to the humidity again, but it's great to be back.
So, how are you doing?
Yeah, all right. Had the meetup was great. I've been wanting to do it for a while, so yeah.
Nice. And it's your first time having Buncha, right?
It is my first time having Buncha. It's great. It's a little sweet, but I really like it. And like I had to get two because of course I'm a fat kid. And I was like really hungry. So.
I also got two. They're not so big portion sizes. And you've been in Saigon for about 5 months now?
About 5 months since like February. So yeah, and I originally contacted your company to like help me find placement. I didn't find placement through you, but still like I mean the advice was helpful and the group's great. So yeah.
And you were also teaching in South Korea, same as me.
I did, yeah. I taught more south than you did, but I mean, still a good place. Great place to start. And you feel it, like I feel that like my experience with Asia has helped me here, but it's also not. It's very different. So.
Yeah, it is actually very different. I kind of didn't expect that. So, but cool. Yeah, nice to see you.
Yeah, man, it's great. I hope I'll see you around again.
Yeah, it's great. Cheers, Brady.
Where's your face mask?
Yeah.
Where's your face mask?
Yeah,
You broke it.
I love the little basket on your dream.
And I'm jealous of your flat seat. I wish mine was flat. That's what I need, a flat seat on this thing.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, hang out soon. Cheers. So I just finished up work for the day and I'm here at the Benton Street Food Market. It's a really nice place where you can get lots of different types of food, Vietnamese, but also Thai food, Indian food, lots of different stuff. So yeah, you can have a look around here. It's a cool spot and it's open late. So if you're in the District 1 area, it's a good spot to come and get some food if you want something quick, and especially if it's late at night, where a lot of places close at about 10 p.m. in Ho Chi Minh City. So finding a good place to eat that's open late can be a little tricky. It's just closing up now, but you can see all these different stalls down there. There's a lot of different options. And beer. Hey, check this out. This is the view from the rooftop of the Airbnb I am staying at the moment. I'm staying here at an Airbnb for 2 weeks while I look for a new apartment. I had to move out of my old apartment because my landlord was selling the place, so now I'm looking for a new place, but it's nice because I get to switch things up a bit and try something new. So let me sit down. I want to address a question that I quite often get, so let's do this. So the question I get asked quite a lot in YouTube comments from people I meet, even some of our teachers that come out through Ninja Teacher, is whether I still teach English. And also, why did I stop teaching? Because the answer is no, I don't teach English anymore. So the inevitable question is why? And I think that there's a simple answer and there's a little bit of a deeper, more in-depth answer. So I'll go into those now. The first answer being, well, I started a company that helps other people start teaching English, and that takes up all of my time. It takes up more time than I have. That's why I have a team of 5 of us now. And it was really nice to see Miranda again today, and you saw Angie as well. Kyle is back on the team, and you might have recognized Eddie in some of the videos too. So we've got a team of 5 of us now in Vietnam, and it's really nice to have us all back here because Miranda was back in the US, but now she is back here in Saigon. So we've just reunited here. Kind of feel like it's the Avengers uniting. So that's the short answer. That's what most of my time is spent doing. But I thought I'd dive a little bit more deeply into this question because there's a deeper reason why I prefer to do this than actually teaching. And this is about personality type. And just to start off with, I think any kind of person can be a good teacher and can enjoy teaching. And I did enjoy teaching a lot. And I taught for a couple of years in Asia, in South Korea, and in Vietnam. And I really enjoyed it when I did it. But I know a lot about my personality type, and that's something I've been reading up a lot into recently, working with the team, understanding what everyone's good at based on their personality, and I've learned a lot about myself in this way. So if you're familiar with Jungian or Myers-Briggs personality types, I'm an INTJ. So I'll quickly break down what an INTJ and just me personally, what I value and how I see the world and how I interact with it. And then I'll show how that applies to teaching, but then also applies to what I'm doing now and how I'm more fitted to doing what I'm doing now. So the INTJ is also known as the mastermind, which I kind of like that title. It's also described as a visionary type. You know, a lot of characters and people from history were INTJs like Isaac Newton, Ayn Rand, Jean-Paul Sartre, Friedrich Nietzsche, I think him as well. So there's a lot of types that I can identify with, and I would say the number one quality of myself and INTJs is that we have a future orientation, and we're very much an ideas person that considers all the possibilities of the future and has a very strong motivation to come up with an idea and then see that through to completion, as well as having the motivation to achieve that goal. And then that's backed up with a very strong logical aspect of how you make decisions with the outside world. So that's what you'd call an extroverted thinking type. So I come up with these ideas and plans for the future, and then I use logic to apply them to the outside world to achieve that goal. But I also have a very strong sense of morals and what I think is right and wrong, and I want to help people. But it's more of like this internal feeling rather than I want to interact with lots of people and individually help them. So with my type, I was okay at teaching. I think I was a good teacher because I could use those qualities, like thinking about the future to design a good lesson plan, and then use logic to kind of manage the classroom and get that through to the students, and also had that desire to help people, and I was really able to do that with teaching. But I think the role that I have now as a director of a company and having the strategic vision for a company is better suited to what I do. So I really like working in the education industry, in the teaching English in Asia industry, and I thought that by starting a company that helped people to get started teaching, I could use the talents that I have to better help people than just individually interacting with students, because that is a way that I can provide more value and help more people, because I still want to fulfill that desire to help people, but I don't think that interacting one-on-one or one-to-many in a classroom is necessarily the best way that I could possibly do that, versus what I'm doing now. We're helping hundreds of people every year start teaching English in Asia, and then people who enjoy that maybe more than I did, or equally. It's not that I didn't enjoy it, but I think there's a lot of people that can apply their talents to the classroom and become really good teachers. And we see that every month, every year, there's people who come out here, start teaching, and they love it. Not everyone, it's not one of those things that everybody absolutely loves it, but a lot of people do, and I love to see that when we create a passionate teacher. Obviously, it's not us just creating it, they have to put a lot in, but when someone becomes a passionate teacher, that's really fulfilling to me, because I know they're going to go out and help a lot more people. So that's essentially why I decided to start this company, and I feel like I can provide a lot of value to the whole industry, to Vietnam, to the rest of Asia by doing what I do. Now, on the other hand, there's people on our team, and this is quite intentional on my part, who are different personality types that can bring different qualities to our team. So actually all four of the others are more what you'd call feeling types. So Kyle, for example, he's an INFJ, and that's actually quite similar to an INTJ. His main function is extroverted feeling, which means he's very empathetic to how people feel one-on-one, and he can really be in touch with people's emotions, and that's why he's a career teacher. He has a bachelor's in primary education, he has 3 years of teaching experience in Asia, and he's really dedicated as a teacher, and he's a really good teacher, and that brings a lot of value in what he's decided to pursue. Likewise with Angie, she's the same type as Kyle. Currently she's in charge of the customer experience, helping you guys that come out through us to have a good experience through the program and design the structure, all the touch points with you guys so that you have a good experience. And then Angie and Eddie are ENFPs, which are very dynamic, outgoing people types who are very fast on their feet. So they're great as program advisors. They're maybe going to be someone that you talk to if you go to our website and schedule a call with one of the team members. You'll probably speak to them. They're also very people-based and like interacting with people a lot. So I think that combination of our team has led to this great synergy that allows us as a company to help people come and get started teaching and really have a good experience. But they've all been teachers before too, and some of them are still teaching part-time. So it's not about personality type not being able to teach or not wanting or liking teaching. It's just for me, and I think them as well to a certain degree. We've realized that we want to stay in this industry but contribute in different ways. So this is a really nice thing if you're planning to come out to teach and you don't know if you're going to like it necessarily if you're a first-time teacher, and you can give it a shot and see if you like it. Try it for a year, and then if you don't like it, go home, right? But if you do like it, then you could stay in the education industry and stay as a teacher, get further qualifications, get international school jobs which pay really well if you really love the teaching itself, or you could go into the more academic side of it, or you could go into the more managerial side of it. So there's so many possibilities, and I like to think of the education industry as this big way that you can contribute to helping students have better futures in Asia, and you can bring your talents to the classroom and in further education if you decide to go that route. So I thought I'd explain that a little bit so that those of you that were curious could know a little bit more, and you can kind of get an idea for yourself where you see yourself going. And if it isn't necessarily teaching forever, that's fine, and you could even go home and do something completely unrelated, and then you're going to have that skill set for the rest of your life. It's not going to go away. You've had that experience, and you've lived out here, and you've experienced a new culture, maybe saved some money, lived a really nice lifestyle while you're teaching here, but also helped out. So that's one of our mission statement things, or however you want to say that. Our mission is to help people come over and get started teaching, and also improve education in Asia. So I'd say don't worry too much about your personality type, because anyone can be a good teacher. If you think you're too introverted for it, you may surprise yourself. In fact, introverts are actually some of the best teachers. Hands down, I think introverts can be amazing teachers, and probably better in some ways than extroverts, but not necessarily. Extroverts also have a great way of interacting with especially young kids. They can bring a lot to the table as well. But what I'm getting at is, don't limit yourself because you think that's not me. So don't not come out and teach because you think that's not you and you wouldn't be able to do it. I've seen some people come through the program that we offer who you aren't sure that they're cut out for it, and then they really surprise you and they really make amazing teachers. So if it's something you're considering doing, I would say don't let what kind of personality you have hold you back from doing it and giving it a shot if it's something that you want to do. So I'm gonna head off to bed now, and it's a nice night here, but taking it easy this evening. I've got more awesome content planned for the next few weeks for you guys, so definitely stay tuned for more videos. What do you think of this camera, by the way? I quite like it. I think I might be using it more often. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what kind of personality type you are, and I'd love to hear what your thoughts are if you are already a teacher, or if you're planning to teach. If you know your Myers-Briggs type, or if you just want to describe yourself a little bit in the comments below, please do that. I want to get a nice discussion going in the comments so that I can see who you guys are, and also you can see who else is watching these videos and is part of the Ninja Teacher community. So yeah, hopefully see you out in Asia, join one of our events, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Peace.